Chaitanya deities Jayapataka face similar difficulty. So these deities performed a miracle. Who's noticing? And Jagannath Puri also left the world here.
What about Radha?
Huh?
What about Mayapur pastime? What about
There's a pastime mentioned in the Bhaktisiddhanta where Srinivasacharya came here after Lord Chaitanya had left, and then he saw Jagannath Puri. He wasn't seeing anybody, but he was so much in separation. He only heard the name Srinivas, he said he'd come in. Srinivasacharya made his obeisances, and then begged him that he wanted to learn the Srimad Bhagavatam from Jagannath Puri. Jagannath Puri said, I heard that you are going to be spreading the message of Lord Chaitanya in the future. Therefore, I want to see you. But I'd like to teach you the Bhagavatam, but my Bhagavatam is illegible. And he showed the Bhagavatam, which was written on palm leaves. And because when they would read the Bhagavatam, they would be crying in love of Krishna. The ink had been washed off from most of the pages, from their tears of love. So the Bhagavatam wasn't complete anymore. Couldn't study. This was how intense the love of Jagannath Puri was for the Lord here. So then Jagannath Puri sent Srinivasacharya back to Navadip to make a Bhagavatam copy with the Pandits. When Srinivasacharya came back here, was the day of Jagannath Puri's disappearance. Where's one here and one chakra here? These deities are merciful, Gaudiya Vaishnavas. They're giving their mercy. While we're talking, those who can have a nice darshan over there, even in donations, they're always happy to receive donations for the service of the deity. They say that's one of the three places where Lord Chaitanya disappeared from. Some people said Lord Chaitanya went into the Jagannath temple and closed the door of the deities. And when they opened the door, he was gone. That he entered into Jagannath and went back to the Lord. Some say he went into this temple and closed the door. When they opened the door, they found that Mayapur's knee was scratched and they went into But some other devotees said they saw him walk into the ocean and just disappear. Three different observations. But after that, Lord Chaitanya was not seen anymore. All the three things were seen on the same day. Sometimes they show
somebody has a songbook. I really don't like being fanned.
Control mío.
Usually
Como todo filmado.
My intervention came through his Lord Chaitanya had come into his life. He desired to follow Lord Chaitanya.
It's okay.
So I was thinking about how the devotee's life changed.
Si hubiera vivido la primera vez,
I was talking to one devotee
como si fuera
yesterday
ya la encarnada.
who had noticed in a particular preaching field there had been no real changes of consciousness or scenes of material desires that might be there in the holy dome. All of a sudden, certain desires have come about. The body may get sick. So many uncomfortable situations may arise. And it was in
Green, tamarin, sangre.
That was his favorite.
Wow.
So wherever he is in the world, whenever Jagannath Puri cooks meantime or chat, he'll come and do it.
Yeah.
I won't miss it for the world.
Green, tamarin.
It's a very rare preparation.
Hasta lo traía hasta los 80 here.
Favorite spot. I asked about the samadhi of Jagannath Puri, and they said there's nobody could ever find any better than him. Just disappeared.
This is Karkadwar Vinodat Matava Ji. He established in 1992 by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati. Bhaktisiddhanta Swami Puri. This is
Stand in front of the Jagannath temple with our kirtan party once the new temple is ready, and we'll go on chanting every day until Jagannath comes and walks over to our temple. So somehow there's like actually some kind of correlation between this order and this prediction. We don't talk about it too much because a bit of a sensitive topic here. But this land, 30 acres, 25 acres, 27 acres. It's about the size of the built Jagannath temple. Everything is possible miracles. Time, space, limitation. So, in any case, well, we wanted to have a temple in Jagannath Puri Jagannath that they found it was just too sandy, it was right on the beach. Here we do have various trees, as you can see, and although this whole place, it's pretty hard to avoid sand. Considering the whole place is a beach. But it's nice, amongst maybe have more trees in other places, it also seems to fulfill her one desire. So whenever I stay here for some time, I'll stay here in the devotees. GBC prepared this international project, whatever that's worth. And Kavichandra Maharaj has put his lotus foot down here and giving his blessings. Here going to Thailand and the devotees here, they're struggling a lot because I mentioned earlier a lot of other legal challenges that come up. The devotees are all giving their blessings. I think Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna! Today we have a historical story again, and this is combination of our local devotees, recent devotees, as well as our safari devotees being initiated. We have first and second initiation. So we want to Maharaj explain that Kavichandra Maharaj, his Holiness Kavichandra Maharaj, mentioned about the 10 offenses. And ISKCON is one of 3 births. We take the first from our parents, the second from the Guru, at the time of first initiation, and the third to perform yajnas. So in this holy land of Jagannath Puri, some devotees are accepting these blessings and these remittances. And the idea is that the first initiation is part of this, Prabhupada explained, is a system of purification which the Vedas known as Purashchaya, which is the system of purifying ourselves through various purificatory rites, which having accepted things, surrendering to a spiritual master, having a spiritual name, all these things are part of the purificatory process. So, in our first and second initiation, one of those processionally there when someone destroys the temple or becomes under shelter of the Guru, part of there, that's informally, then formally, when you take first initiation, formally accepted by the Guru Parampara. Our tradition is that you're first initiated with a disciple of that spiritual master, and you're part of the Parampara. The second initiation is confirming that and giving a more serious responsibility. We get second initiation, just like every morning we do Tulsi Puja. And we say, Yami Kani Chapapani Brahmatani Kani Cha. With every step we can overcome such a great sin like killing a Brahmana. The killing a Brahmana is like much worse than killing an ordinary person. To kill a human being is one sin, but to kill a Brahmana is much greater. Just like if a Brahmana, an ordinary human being commits suicide, they become a ghost. And if a Brahmana commits suicide because they're supposed to know Rakshasa, like Ravana or something. He was a Brahma Rakshasa. So, he was a Brahma Rakshasa, what to say. Taking second initiation is like going in the fast track. It's like going in the fast speed for an devotional service. So one has to be more careful. You're going on the highway, Maharaj gave so many examples how if you don't drive attentively, you're crashed up. If you're going very slow, it's not such a problem. So first initiation, you're going a little slower. And second initiation, you're going faster. So if you're careless with second initiation, the consequences are more serious. So the first initiation gets one prepared to take the second. Generally, Prabhupada says you don't have to have second to go back to Godhead. I heard him say that firstly in Mayapur. Second, it helps to control the mind, and it helps one to become closer to the spiritual master. So generally the devotees try to become qualified to get second also. It takes at least 1 year after first to get second. It's up to the devotees to want it and have to ask for it. Some devotees wait many years before they ask for second. Here, our devotees are getting second after. So our Tulsi Opini, how many years is she a devotee? How many years she's initiated? 8 years. Are there any left? Because the eternal thinking, we should always remain in this Parikram, never go anywhere else. So all the former acharyas, previous acharyas are giving us all their mercy coming down. The gurus are directly guiding, but the others are giving the mercy through their guru and directly. So we chant the Hare Krishna mantra, we help in spreading the Krishna conscious movement. So we be very careful in our devotional service. Sometimes there may be some mistakes. We shouldn't give up, even if we make a mistake. We shouldn't get depressed and lose heart. So there's no Parikshitya higher than devotional service. We pray for the forgiveness and we continue on with our devotional service. So, what do you call the things show up? What happened? They got all the mantras printed out, that's why I was late for the walk, getting all these things ready, but maybe they can find the place. Okay, what else? Change your mind, come. Coming later. So you won't make it. 10:30. So right now the prasadam is ready. And
Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Om Purnamana Devakana Purnamana Manasa
punyaham om punyaham om prateva sakune samagaya si brahma putra ivasananesu samsati vrishehe bhavashi shishumati abhidya sarvato nasakune bhadramavada vishvato nasakune punyamavada om asya karmana swasti bhavanto prabhantu ayusmate swasti om swasti om swasti om swasti om swasti nandro viveshvara swasti no takshagistane swasti no vihapato vato om asya karmana hari bhavanto prabhantu om riyatam om riyatam om riyatam om swasti no govinda swasti no chitananto swasti no vasudeva vishwadato swasti no narayana vai swasti no padmanam purushottamadato swasti no vivakshana vishakshana swasti no rishikano haridato swasti no vaimatayo hari swasti no vinasato hanubhavato dhato swasti swasti samangalaikasho mahasri vishwa satchidananda sarveshwareshwarato
Om Swasti.
Hari Om Sanna Mitra Sammarnaha Sanna Bhavato Yama Sanna Indra Vihaspati Sanna Vishnu Rudraha Namo Brahmane Namaste Vayo Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmavadisami Utamavadisami Satyamavadisami Tamamavadu Tatvatvara Mavadu Avadu Mamavadu Bhaktaram Om Shanti 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 Sanna Mitra Samvarnaha Sanna Bhavato Yama Sanna Indra Brihaspati Sanna Vishnu Purukramaha Namo Brahmane Namaste Vayo Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmavadishyami Vedamavadishyami Satyamavadishyami Tanmamavid Tadbhaktaramabid Avid Bhaktaram Om Shanti 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 Sana Nityasena Varidamastumavi Trisabhai Om Shanti 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 Om Purnamad Purnamidam Purnam Purnamudam Shanti Hari Om Tat Sat.
Prabhupada disciples and then Sam over here. Because Lord Brahma came here to worship the Lord. Because Lord Brahma came here to worship the Lord, then in the Sri Sampradaya, there are 12 ancient saints who are known as Alwars. They are predating and today is Sri Ramanujacharya's appearance day. So these this deity was worship was being performed by the followers of the Alwars. The deity was known as Alwar Nath. some people say Alarnath, or some people say Alalnath, but it's originally was Alwarnath. And the deity worship was going here for a long time, for hundreds and hundreds of years. Then there's Lord Chaitanya came here many times. There's a history, and two similar histories that is handed down. The head priest of this temple, when he went out preaching, so 1,200 Brahmins from South India that were kind of staying here. But the particular priest that was responsible, he had to go out for some preaching or something. He led his young son to worship the deity. And the son there was very young, had just received second initiation, so didn't know how to worship. So he just the brother said, put the food before the Lord and he'll eat it. You offer it. Because he had so much faith, then he put the offering before the Lord and said, I don't know any mantras, I don't know how to worship you. My father is gone. I just humbly request you, please accept this offering and eat it. And because initially the deity wasn't eating, so the child was very sad and crying, and so the Lord agreed to eat. The boy went out and the Lord ate all the offering. The mother asked, where's the prasadam? Then the boy said, well, open the door and show the mother, see the Lord ate all the prasadam, or ate the whole offering. She was surprised, says, oh, your father worships the Lord with 16 upacharas, with all the worship, but the Lord never eats all the prasadam. So she was doubting maybe the boy is eating. This was going on for some time, and then when the father came back, here there's like two versions. Maybe that's the same version, just in different parts. But the father was hiding, and when he heard the boy offering to the Lord, then he came out and looked. And once the Lord was eating sweet rice, and the priest, he got startled when he saw that the stone deity was moving, and all the four hands were eating and everything. And then the Lord got startled, and a piece of hot prasadam came on his chest. And they say that if you go in, maybe it takes a donation or something, you can see the mark of the Lord where he got burned, because that time he was moving. There's another part to the story that says the priest held the hands to the Lord and said, what are you doing? You're eating all the offering. If you eat the offering, how are we going to live? We're depending on getting your prasad. You shouldn't eat all the offering. And so look at, because of your son's affection, so I was eating. So you can ask me what blessing you want. So what blessing can I ask for? You're eating all the offering, we're going to die. We would have nothing left for us. So the Lord wasn't so happy with his attitude and said, well, everything in the world is meant for my enjoyment, but you're seeing this as the object of your enjoyment. So because of that, from now on, all of you and your relatives, you will have no more children. But your son will go back to Godhead for his faith. So they say that then all the South Indian Brahmins that were here, then they all eventually became extinct. and there were no more Brahmins. So then the deity service was suffering. So then Purushottam Maharaj, one of the Gajapati Maharajas in Puri, he then established 5 different kinds of pujaris here, and they've been worshipping ever since. That's the history of the deity. You want to tell the history of Lord Chaitanya? It's like almost a marathon run. It's about 20-some kilometers. We all drove. It took us almost 45 minutes or an hour. He ran the whole way, and all the devotees were running after him. They couldn't keep up. He was just so anxious to see the Lord. This was the nearest form of the Lord that so he ran all the way here. So he was far ahead of everybody else. But his body was like so intensely filled with love of Krishna. But finally he just came before the Lord and made his prostrate obeisances. And literally his love melted the stone. When they took that stone out, the stone was right in front of the deity. They took it out and put it in the stone. When I came many years ago, I hadn't been here for a number of years, then there was only in an open mandap, this stone. Now they have a temple with an Nag Mandir. It's quite nice, developed. At one point they were offering us the opportunity to worship this stone. At that time we didn't take it out. There's a lot of people doing that seva. But that's sometimes you say Lord Chaitanya's love is so strong, he can melt the stone. So here you can see also in the Jagannath Puri temple in the Garuda Stamba, his fingers also melted into the stone. It says in the book here that there's some Utsav Murtis. This deity doesn't come out like Jagannath, so there's some Utsav Murtis. And somewhere here there's a Paschima Pukur, not so big like the Narendra Pukur, where for the Chandan Yatra for 21 days they cover the deity with sandalwood pulp. And the Utsav Murti comes out. They said there's also Jagannath Baladev, Subhadra, Utsav Murti, and many Shaktis. Where all those Shaktis are. It says Sri Lakshmi, Sri Saraswati, Sri Rukmini, Sri Satyabhama, Sri Lalita, Sri Visakha, and Sri Ramakrishna. That Aisa Mandir, I don't know, maybe you can tell where this. And Madan Mohan, Sri Madan Mohan Dev, and Ramakrishna. Where are all these deities? Huh? Where's that? No, that's here. It says here.
Next to the meeting.
No, next to the small deities. So the normal pujas that go on here in the morning, they do the Mangal Arati, the waking puja, sun puja, opening the door puja, Malabho. Then they do Dhup Arati. The problem is that there's a lot of places we want to visit, so
Chaitanya. And as we just came from Hanihati, where Lord Nityananda, from a distance, saw Raghunath Das Goswami, and he says, I'm going to punish you. And then he placed his feet right on the festival, came forth. It was wonderful to see this particular festival, because of the devotion of Raghunath Das Goswami, so many persons were attracted towards receiving the darshan of the Lord. And Lord Nityananda would place foodstuff from the devotees' plates into the invisible mouth to people's eyes as Lord Chaitanya, and vice versa. Foodstuff would be disappearing off the plates, so the devotees, and placed right into Nityananda's mouth by Lord Chaitanya's hand. We see the power of when the devotees of the Lord serve the Lord, then the Lord Himself will manifest.
Before the Krishna who was hiding with a four-handed form. So it explains here that one of the nature of the Jagannath Dham is that it's Aishwarya Dham. Another nature is that for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's followers, it's separation Dham, Viroha. Because here Lord Chaitanya was worshipping the Lord in separation. This is when he couldn't, one of the reasons when Lord Chaitanya would stand at the Garuda Stamba is from that particular angle he wouldn't see Subhadra and Balaram, he would just see Jagannath. And that when he would see Jagannath, Jagannath would change his form for Lord Chaitanya and show the two-handed Muralidhar form. Because of his intense love in the mood of Radharani, so Lord Chaitanya would experience these things. When he couldn't see Lord of his life, then he came here and it said this place is double Viroha, double separation. And then here, although the general public are worshipping the Lord with four-handed form, that as everyone has been explaining, is actually Krishna hiding. When Lord Chaitanya came here with so much love, then for Lord Chaitanya, the Alarnath or the Janardhan deity revealed his two-handed Muralidhar form holding the flute to Lord Chaitanya. And that's why Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati said that this is such an important place. This is not the Gaur Leela and Krishna Leela have their non-difference. So Rasa Gopal was able to procure some Mahaprasadam from the deities. Brahma Gaudiya Mutt. Who's worshipped?
This deity is being worshipped. A small deity which came in a dream and said, I want to be worshipped by Bhaktisiddhanta.
Yeah, that's the Bhagavad Gita.
Bhaktisiddhanta made the following prophetic statement. We must take Lord Jagannath. We must take Lord Jagannath in an airplane chariot to Eastbourne, London. There Alarnath, Gaudiyanath, and Gopinath will appear. We must install the deity of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu everywhere in the world. Otherwise there will be no auspiciousness for the human race. ISKCON Bhubaneswar did a lot of renovations on this temple.
And I had darshan of Sakshi Gopal, and I also had darshan of these deities. There was they hadn't give any opposition. But no, I don't know why they don't. Should explain to them, they're saying that Lord Chaitanya is God, he's Krishna. So he predicted his devotees would come from all over the world. When they come, they don't want them to take darshan. Yeah. You can just ask him personally. Anyway, we have a lot. Well, the Indian devotees go in and see them. I really like him. I mean, it's nice you can see him from a distance. We're supposed to visit the Chandan Yatra place at the Garna Sarovar, Gundicha, Darshinga Temple. Darshinga Temple, I don't know if it'll be open or not, but anyway. And the Indradumna Sarovar, so we have a lot of places to go before lunch. They're very strict there. They don't let, and the deity is in such an angle that you can't see from the door. They don't allow foreigners to go there. Did you get permission to take?
House of Rai Ramananda, very that place.
this was Ki Shastra chi?
This is scripture.
আগে খোলা ছিল এটা এখন বন্ধ করে দিয়েছি মানে সবাই হাতে মারি ভক্ত হাতে মারছে
When he was governor, then he had his own sword.
Wow! 1 minute.
Turn it the other way so it kind of shows the
The size.
Whoa. Whoa. Other way. Yeah. Cool. Wow. That's a guru.
I'm ready.
I'll get down with you.
Mahaprabhu Ramananda Ramita. This is the house of Ramananda Roy. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram.
Every year, Lord Jagannath's deity comes here, special Utsav Murti, Madan Mohan, and goes in this quite large lake which was said to be constructed by Indradumna Maharaj. And for 21 days they have Chandan Yatra where the deity is covered with sandalwood pulp. And every evening they do a water festival here with the deities on the boat. In Mayapur we do a week long. Here they do 21 days. And many pastimes happen here when Lord Chaitanya Bhagavata mentions when Lord Chaitanya was chanting kirtan in front of the deity that was coming here for the festival one afternoon. And just at that time the devotees were arriving from Bengal with Shivananda Sena. Yeah, there's the trail of kirtan of Lord Chaitanya. Ching ching ching, ching ching ching, ching ching ching. So then they were really getting excited. It sounds like Lord Chaitanya. And all of a sudden, right in front of them, must have been here on this road or one of these roads here, just right in front of this. They're coming one side, and then the devotees crossed, and they saw Lord Chaitanya and his kirtan party. And then some devotee noticed all the devotees from Bengal coming and said, "They're the devotees from Bengal." So then the devotees from Bengal offered their obeisances to Lord Chaitanya. And then Lord Chaitanya immediately changed directions and came over and met all of them. According to the relationship with the different devotees, he would be embracing some would be touching his feet, different devotees would be welcoming each other. Big, wonderful, really ecstatic, blissful reunion. Then, so at that time, the wives of they came for a few months, some of them for the rainy season, so the wives of the devotees were also there, the devotee wives, and so Lord Chaitanya was a sannyasi, they couldn't touch his feet, but mentally they were offering their obeisances and touching his feet with their mind, and so they were just standing and crying in ecstasy. They also had full love for Krishna. So there's one of the pastimes that happen here. Then after the Rath Yatra festival, and during the Chandan Yatra boat, sometimes the Lord Chaitanya would come here and take his bath with all the devotees. There's many pastimes went to Chaitanya Charitamrita. Here's the famous place where the different devotees like Ramananda Rai and Srup Damodar, they all became very joyful, almost like children, and they were like cowherd boys splashing each other. Nityananda and Advaita Acharya were splashing. And so these pastimes will also happen here in this, so Lord Chaitanya bathed here many times, Advaita Nityananda. So this is a very holy place. Devotees usually like to take a dip here.
Advaita Acharya became Krishna, didn't he?
You must have seen Chandan Yatra here sometime. Chidasha ever saw it? So that starts the Paila Baisak, or the first day of Baisak, is on the 15th. And if you go by the Vaishnav calendar, Baishak, I forget what name it is in the Vishnu
but it starts from the Patipat, from the day after Purnima, which is about 2-3 days, like 17th to 18th. So different ways of calculating it, but it's all around the middle of April this year it falls. And that month is a very special month because also anything you do in that month you get 100 times the benefit. It's that month and Damodar month are very similar. They're both considered very holy. Damodar is more, especially for bhakti, where Baisak is for all kinds of bhakti plus punya and material pious activities and religious activities. So many people do. There's many holy days. There's the Nishinga Chaturdasi falls in the month of Baishak on the 14th day of the full moon, of the rising moon, and there's a day called Akshay Tritiya. That's when, from that starts that day is considered to be the beginning of the Satya Yuga, the anniversary of the day when Satya Yuga began. So it's called Akwai, means indestructible. Anything you do on that day, any charity you give, any spiritual religious activity, it's indestructible. It lasts forever. It lasts as long as the universe. So that's why people like to do charity and special pious activities or spiritual activities on that day. So that's the day when Chandan Yatra starts. So that'll be roughly, I'm speculating, we're looking at the calendar, we get back to the temple, but somewhere in the early 20th should be Chandan Yatra of April.
Now I remember why there are two boats. One is for boatmen who will row the boat, and another boat is to carry the deities. So on the first, the Roman will row the boat, and the deity boat will be pulled by that boat.
Okay, so the way they do here, one boat they have the boatman who row the boat, and then now the deity boat is towed behind the other boat. So they just have the pujaris and the deity on the deity boat, and they may not be expert in rowing boats and things. So
nobody is allowed to go on the deity boat except the pujaris.
Yeah, nobody but pujaris. Like Mayapur, we got expert pujaris. They know how to row. And
one is engine boat and another is like carriage boat.
Well, now they're saying they don't want to let us on. I mean, new surprises, huh? Cute.
Narayana. Nara Muni. Narayana. Hanuman Panchamukhi. Indrajumna Sarava.
There are about 5 holy bathing places in Jagannath Puri. This is one of the 5. Markandeya Rishi's father's Kunda is another one. And there's Sarovar, the ocean. And there's some Mohini Kunda somewhere. So you bathe in the 5 places. Don't take birth again. This was a place where Lord Chaitanya bathed with his associates after the Gundicha Marjana, and water sports here, mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita. This is where they were carrying the water from for the Gundicha Marjana. Told everyone first to go to Gundicha and end up over here, but somehow everybody came here. This, so Richi's asked I just explain everything for all the 3 places so that we don't speak in each place and spend more time. Jagannath goes on the Rath Yatra and stays there 9 days. It's considered not different from Vrindavan. It's like bringing Krishna back to Vrindavan from Dwarka. And next to the Gundicha temple, there's an Nrsimha temple. where Lord Chaitanya and his associates had intensive kirtan. And at that place, Advaita Acharya's son died. And then Lord Chaitanya brought him back to life, resurrected him. So that Nrsimha temple is also famous because from that place the Mughal destroyer who was destroying all kinds of Hindu temples, known as Kalapahara, the Black Ogre, he got to that temple, and Nrsimhadev has a Ugra Nrsimha form, and in front he has a very smiling, nice Nrsimha form. So somehow when he saw that nice Nrsimha form, the very happy Nrsimha, he just lost his anger. And he turned back and didn't attack any more temples in Puri, they say. If you give a 100 rupee donation or get some special mercy, you can go inside, you can see that actually it's like a double murti. Like behind the happy Nrsimha, there's an Ugra Nrsimha. It's like two Nrsimhas in one. And from the Nrsimha temple you can see the sun on one side of the Gundicha garden. So from the one side you can see the wall of Gundicha and see the trees there. Lord Chaitanya would invite all the devotees from Bengal to come for the Gundicha Marchana 2 weeks before the Rath Yatra. This year that falls around the 16th or 15th of May, roughly. And then the devotees would clean the temple very wonderfully. First they'd pick up all the because 1 year it would be lying idle. They'd pick up the leaves and branches and things and pebbles, and then they'd sweep it and take out all the dust. Then they'd wash it with water. Then they clean the cracks with twigs and things in between the stones. Now they put cement, but before there'd just be cracks. So in this way, Prabhupada in the purport quotes how Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur that we should also clean our heart. Taking out maybe the gross attachments for breaking regular principles, and gradually then cleaning out the subtle, more subtle desires for pious activity and even sense gratification and the mode of goodness. And going out from that and getting rid of the subtle desires for fame and distinction and control of things. And finally, even the little subtle desires for enjoying devotional service, for wanting to merge into the Brahmajyoti or anything like that, any subtle mayas that are there. And just get to the pure devotional service where we simply want to serve Krishna for his pleasure, which is actually what's fully satisfying to the soul. We need to develop that pure devotional mood. I don't understand was performing Ashwamedh Yajna. This was needed for the...
He donated about 1 lakh cows, and by the feet of those cows, found was dug up.
Magara Kamala Varena Kana Duta Shrika Shiputana Bringam Kishavadri. Om Bhimadevaya Swaha.
Edam Devayam Namo.
Om Nakulaya Swaha.
Edam Nakulaya Namo.
Ansatatva Oti. Om Sri Krishna Chaitanya Swaha.
Edam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Namo.
Om Sri Nityananda.
Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. So we're just here.
On the right, preceding the
function. So our function is the Vyasa Puja function. First one should do Achaman, Mangalacharan, Swastivachan, Sankalpa, and Ghatasthapanam. The auspicious articles used in the Adivas are earth, stone, paddy, durga, flowers, fruit, yogurt, ghee, swastika, sindura, conch, kajal, godochana, white mustard seeds, gold, silver, copper, lamp, mirror, fragrant oil, turmeric, cloth, clay, chamara and chandana. One should offer prayers while sewing all the articles together and then offer an arati. On behalf of all the disciples of Guru Maharaj, here some devotees will be offering all these auspicious ingredients, all these auspicious articles for the pleasure of the Parikram Shila, for the pleasure of Lord Krishna. And Vishwadvadekaranamusparam Tasmai Namo Vignavinathaya Om Tadvishnu Paramam Padagam Sudavasyanti Dhuraya Divi Vajasudharam Tadvipraso Vivanyavo Jagibhagam Dasamindane Vishnuya Paramam Padam Om Krishna Vaisakhidananda Gana Krishna Viprasa Krishna Purushotama Krishna Haukarmadi Moolam Krishna Saha Sarve Karya Krishna Kasam Sada Vishwamukha Prabhu Vajyaha Krishna Vishwasanana Dravajegan Mangalam Tadlavate Shruti Om Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gauravatta Vrindavan Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jai Guru Deva, Jai Guru Deva, Guru Deva, Jai Guru Deva. To Lord Saligram, to Lord Narayan Krishna, and the Prasadi articles will be offered to the Ghata, the main pot, where all these big personalities like the Panchamahabhagavatas, the Dwadasa Mahajan, and Navayogendras, and all other Krishna Bhaktas, like the friends of Krishna and all these great devotees of Krishna are being installed here in the pot. So that auspicious articles, prasadi articles will be offered to the Ghat, then to Mother Earth, then to the main beneficiary, our Guru Maharaj, Om Vishnu Bhasa Srimad Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, just before the Vyasa Puja day. So this is Adivas. So before we are going to do this, I'll be requesting all of you to chant few prayers with us. There is known as Mangalacharana. You see, so as we were going to do before, May Krishna Sarvalokeswareswaraha Kasnadayascha kurvantu Swasti me lokapavanaha Krishnamaiva sarvatra Swasti kuryat sriyasamam Tatheva cha sadakar srihi Karatu kalyanam Kamsa kunjara kesari Kalindi jalakollola Kola halakutuhala Madhavo Madhavo Bachi Madhavo Madhavo Hidi Smaranti
साधवः सर्वे सर्वकार्येषु माधवम् लाभस्तेषां जयस्तेषां कुतस्तेषां पराभवः येषाम् इन्दिवरश्यामो हृदयस्थो जनार्दनः मङ्गलं भगवान् विष्णु मङ्गलं मधुसूदनः मङ्गलं ऋषिकेशोऽयं मङ्गलायतनो हरिः विष्णुच्चारणमात्रेण कृष्णस्य स्मरणात् हरेः सर्वविघ्नानि नश्यन्ति मङ्गलं स्यान्न संशयः पुण्डरीकाक्ष गोविन्द माधवादिं च जस्मरे तस्य स्यान्मङ्गलं सर्व कर्मादो विघ्ननाशनम् मङ्गलायतनं कृष्णं गोविन्दं गरुडध्वजम् माधवं पुण्डरीकाक्षं विष्णुं नारायणं हरे वासुदेवं जगन्नाथं अच्युतं मधुसूदनं तथा मुकुन्दनन्तादीन् यः स्मरेत् प्रथमं सुधिः कर्ता सर्वत्र सुतरां मङ्गलानां तु कर्मणः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna. Then before Raman Prabhu, one of our dearmost God brothers will be offering the auspicious articles to Lord Vasudeva here. Then after that, he will be offering to the different personalities those who are installed in the pot, then to Mother Earth, then the auspicious article will be offered to Guru Maharaj. Then after that, all other devotees. Om Shanti Shanti Om Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Sahasra Puruta Sahasra Sabomem Vishwato Vritva Atyadasaddasangulam Purusayeve Kalam Saram Yadbhutayashtabhavyam Udamritatva Satyayayam Purusam Padosya Vishwabhutane Devasyaskritam Nivim Devadurva Udait Purusam Padosya Bhava
Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Om Krishna Radhyate Bhodharma Samma Bhose Rotanasmi Amritam Bhavat Vayozi Om Ananarajate Navadya Krishna